Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by. And as you can see, the turntable is empty. So what does that mean? We have another epic mega GameStop haul? No, not yet. We're not getting anything until probably late September. That's when the next big releases are coming out. I've already done my pre-orders for some of the newer figures that were just solicited that are going to be coming out in November. So very excited for that. Stay tuned. Definitely subscribe. So we're going to have a lot of new multiverse figures in the pipeline for reviews. But I had a little bit of a couple days off. Decided to do a little bit of a road trip. Went to America. Yes, I love going to America. We got stuff there that we don't have here in Canada, especially at Target. We don't got a Target here in Canada. And it was fun to see if I could try and hunt down those new Platinum Chases that are hitting all these Walmarts across the US. Unfortunately, I didn't have any success with that, but I did get some other figures that I'm very happy to bring home and share with you guys. One lineup of figures is something I never thought I'd buy. My mind was changed because the value and price was so good. And it's a figure and a character that I really resonate. I loved as a little boy. Looking at my hand-me-down comics from my older brothers from the 70s, and I just like, wow, I need to have this as an action figure. Why isn't there an action figure of it? Well, there is now, and he's in our hands. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at some of the stuff we got. Some very surprising finds, and very excited to find this guy here. Part of the Masterverse of New Eternia Subline. We got Thunder Punch He-Man. There's not a chance this thing is coming to Canada, not to where I live. All of our Walmarts, our Toys R Us's, they have basically canceled all this stuff. There's not a single spot for any Masterverse figures, and it's really disappointing. We have nothing. You're not going to find any remnants of figures that, no Origins, no Cartoon Collection, no Masterverse, sadly. So when I laid eyes on this, I'm like, I have to get it. Even with damaged packaging, like it is smashed up good. But what was really nice, I asked the cashier, listen, I collect this stuff. I keep it in the box. Anyway, I can get a discount on this. It's the only one you have in stock. And she gave me 15% off. Damn nice of her. Appreciate you. Really cool. Let's take a look at this guy. Thunder Punch He-Man looks really nice. Some really nice armor. He just looks like that Thunder Punch He-Man from the good old days, so to speak. Beautiful artwork. This is like I consider this a Masterverse 2.0. The window box has gotten a lot smaller, but you got beautiful artwork that encompasses the entire packaging and just really sells off what you're getting. It just makes you, man, I'm buying this. Even if you keep it in the package or you open it up, you can still display the box and it looks phenomenal. That's kind of what I'm doing with my Masterverse figures. I have some shelving upstairs that I just lined up like this. We got figures, we got the nice box artwork. It just looks awesome. I'm so happy. And then, of course, the big glamour shots here. I really hope this sword is this shiny. It probably won't be, but it will be after I get done doing some surgery on it and painting it up. You got the Thunder Punch effects. You got that awesome shield that encompassed the power sword. And then some caps. In the old days, this had a cap popping feature that no way would fly to safety standards today. You put some extra caps in the back. These caps are just plastic. They're fine. They look cool though. And then you got the cross sell at the bottom of all the characters that are available in this wave. Thunder Punch He-Man, Hordak, Leech, and Cyclone. Got a bit of a write-up, so very nice to have this guy in the collection finally. Very cool. And then we did pick up this guy as well. We picked up Cyclone. Just dynamic artwork and such a cool kind of representation of Cyclone. Man, he's just an awesome character. And the artwork on the back, he's fighting all these evil doers. Looks fantastic. And on the side, you got that nice profile. Really cool. Glamour shots on the back, man. He's just a phenomenal, kind of a cosmic hero. I really like the way he looks. The shield looks awesome. The battle mask, just fantastic. And unfortunately, Hordak and Leech eluded me. I could not find them anywhere. We went to like 3 different Targets, 2 different Walmarts. Nothing. Nothing. We did find a few of these guys. I found like 3 or 4 of him. No He-Mans. None of these guys. Not. Oh, we did find what's that dude's name? Sunman. Man, I found probably like 12 Sunmans at full price. They're not even on clearance, and I'm like, God, this needs to go. Where's my Manny faces? But great to have this figure in the collection. He looks phenomenal. Can't wait to open him up. And then a figure that I thought I would never get, and it just kind of bloop, deleted from my brain that this figure even existed, because I thought, yeah, there's no chance of hell I'm getting this figure, so it's been out for a long time. This is the Target exclusive Masters of the Universe Revolution King Keldor. I found this guy at a Target, and oh man, he looks awesome. Side artwork looks fantastic as well. King Randor, Queen Marlena, you got the Mother Bot Goddess. And on the side here, we got some really nice artwork. Glamour shots on the back. He doesn't come with much, really, out of anything. Maybe the cape, cloth cape, the fur lining looks great. The crown, the alternate head sculpt, and that's about it. But we'll give him some extra weapons for sure. But man, it's just so cool to have this figure. He was such a big component of the animated series, Diabolical. You know, it's kind of like a father figure to Prince Adam. So much cool stuff going on. Oh, I loved it. So cool to have this figure in hand, in the collection. Awesome. Now, this is another series of figures that we don't get here in Canada, but my comic shop did get the first wave that consisted of He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Skeletor, Beastman, and Trapjaw, and Tila. Tila eluded me. I got all those figures at my local comic book shop. They called me up and said, Tab, we got these new figures. Are you interested? I'm like, damn right I'm interested. Hold them. I'll be down in a few days, pick everything up. They didn't get Tila for some reason, which is a bit of a shame because she's a really nice looking figure, but we did get her. In America, I picked this figure up. It was $9, which I'm totally cool with. $9, because in Canada I paid about $28 a figure at my comic shop, which is a little bit expensive for this, but it's not coming to Canada. It's not at retail. You know, and they sell out on Amazon, which seems the only place that has these figures. Other online retailers here in Canada, they sell out so quick. It's ridiculous. And I'm just really happy to get her. This is the first time I've had ever in the entire history of Masters of the Universe a Tila figure. So I'm really excited to have her in the collection. She looks great. The comic book, the specific item from the episode there includes a training robot comic book. This is from Power of the Game Master. So that's really cool. Really nice artwork adorning all of this Masterverse stuff. Master of the Universe, Masterverse, Origins, Cartoon Collection. I just can't wait to deep dive and collect this entire wave of figures. I think I kind of regret not doing some of the Origin stuff. But speaking of which, I did find this figure as well. This is a re-release. This one was about, I think, like $17 maybe, which was okay. I'm considering, like it's Triclops, man. I love Triclops. He's an awesome character. One of my favorites back in the day. I remember playing with this figure so much. Spit in the visor, having all these different looks. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Is he taking over, Snake Mountain? Stuff like that. I just went nuts as a kid. I love this stuff so much. Really fun. Got a comic book. You got the sword. You got the retro play. Hey, why not? And you do have some really nice artwork on the back. You have, some play features going on here. I do have Zodak. He's one of the few Origin figures that I have that's not He-Man specific, and he sits a little taller than some of the other figures. He's actually a bit taller than my initial release He-Man from Origins, and he fits in well with the cartoon collections. They're a little bit bigger figures, and that's great because I like the proportions on those figures a bit more. But man, he's cool. Finally having this figure in the collection is absolutely wonderful. Very excited. Also picked up Cartoon Collection Stratos. Very nice. I'm a sucker for one character. Stratos was always one of my favorite masters, and he just looks cool. Really nice artwork on the back, just going to battle. You got what we got here. Includes the staff of Avion. Very cool. All this stuff going on. Trackjaw is one of my favorites from this wave. He is such a bright pink. It's so cool. So damn gaudy looking, but awesome. Really excited to have this guy. And of course, we got another comic book to take a look at. And the last one from this series that I picked up, I was able to find Merman. And I love Merman. Merman, I think, is such a maybe underutilized character in the sense that he controls the oceans of Eternia, right? All the sea creatures, the kingdom he has there. And I just think he's kind of played like a goofball and treated with no respect by Skeletor and some of the other guys, the evil masters. But man, I love this guy. I always thought he was a very regal, powerful, kind of like an Aquaman, so to speak, king of Atlantis. And there you can see he's on his throne, taking on He-Man. You got the cross cell. You got includes the Pearl of Power staff as well. Really nice. And this one was banged up too. Look at this. It's just, yeah, I did get 10% off this, which I'm happy. I asked the cashier as well. I'm like, if we do anything about it, it's like keep this stuff in the box. I don't open it. Kind of do sometimes, but I really wanted a pristine package. And yeah, she gave me 10% off. So I'm really happy with that. Very nice of them. Now, we're going to be going into some uncharted territory for me. Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. It's story time, all right? So, I don't really collect this line ever. I did collect the Spider-Man classics by Toy Biz. I collected every single one, the variants, and I absolutely love those figures. I never opened a single one because they're that hard plastic clamshell. When you cut it open, yeah, it just doesn't feel the same. On Marvel, or excuse me, on Masterverse and their DC Multiverse, we can cut the tape, we can open them up, don't want to look at them, put them away, put them back in the box, boom, you're good. Can't really do that with those, but there's been a big, huge gap. I have not bought any Marvel Legends since then, and it's been a hell of a long time, and I've always had my eye on certain figures, and I thought, man, if they ever go on sale, maybe I'll pick it up. But in Canada, yeah, the good old North here, we pay $45 a Marvel Legend at Toys R Us. Yeah, we have a Toys R Us, great, but man, they are damn expensive. So you gotta go to GameStop. And GameStop, if you're not pre-ordering by the looks of things, you're not gonna find these figures. So I remember, I get my DC stuff there. I always check what else they have, and they have maybe half or maybe two figures from an entire wave, and that's it. So I think, yeah, we might be jumping back into Marvel Legends. So we started off with this guy here, Icarus from the Eternals. He is a very fond character, created by Jack Kirby. When he first kind of came into the Marvel Universe with the Eternals, Thor was kind of like a tentpole that brought them in. And they had some epic battles. I remember seeing a cover where he was fighting Thor, and it just captured my imagination as a kid because I had these hand-me-down comics from my brothers from the 70s and that. And I just loved it. And I thought, man, why don't we have action figures of these? And lo and behold, it only took holy crap, man, probably like 30, almost 50 years. Oh my God, almost 50 years to get this version of Icarus. I don't think there's ever been a version of him in this classic color, in this classic costume. But I finally have it, and I'm so excited to finally have this figure, and probably the start of a bit of a Marvel Legends collection. Don't know if I'll be collecting everything. Like on the back here, we got the cross sell. Cable's impossible to find, super expensive on the back market. So, same with the Thor. I believe this is like a Thor version. But yeah, some of these guys are just next to impossible to find. I did find actually all of these figures except Cable at my little Toys R Us. When I got back, I'm like, I'm gonna hit Toys R Us, see what they got. $45 each. Now I'm like, damn, that's expensive. I only paid like $7 American for this figure, and like that's like maybe $10 Canadian. And I'm like, holy crap, man. I don't know, man. But we're gonna open this guy up because I'm excited, and we'll see what we can do. And the Kazar, I definitely want Kazar because you know what? I'm gonna try and make a kind of like a Marvel Legend style He-Man figure. I'm gonna have to do some part swapping, some toy surgery, but I think it would be so cool because Kazar is kind of naked, man, and He-Man's kind of naked. But if we do some, some toy surgery, we can make a really interesting version of He-Man in a Marvel Legends style, super articulated body. I think that'll be awesome. Very excited to start my Marvel collection with this guy here, but that didn't stop me. No, because I definitely wanted to get this guy. He's kind of been on my watch list. I've been looking around, seeing if we can get some good deals, and I got this guy for about the same price as as Icarus. And you know what? Seeing it in hand, it's a kind of odd-looking character. The stark white, it's like a milky white, which looks interesting, but really got me is this head sculpt. I think it looks awesome. And I remember Superior Iron Man in the comics, he was kind of like an evil dude, and he was taking on Daredevil, which I thought was awesome. So you never know. We'll have some epic toy battles going on here, so I gotta find a Daredevil to go along with this figure. But I'm really happy. I'm really happy with this guy. He looks cool. I really want to collect a lot of Iron Man figures. So many variations of him. He's kind of like the Batman of Marvel Legends. Be it so many versions of Batman in DC Multiverse. We're getting a lot of Iron Mans too, and most of them are pretty cool. So the Iron Mans I've been able to find at GameStops all across my city. There's tons of that animated series retro card wave. That's everywhere. I'm gonna pick up a couple of the Iron Mans, the gold one for sure, maybe one of the other ones, and Whiplash. Man, Whiplash is one of my favorite villains from Iron Man. So definitely, yeah, we'll check that out. Really nice artwork on the side here as well. That's some classic artwork there. Got a bit of a write-up going on. And yeah, very excited to have these guys in the collection. A little bit of a start of my Marvel Legends, but I also got some other things, and I did some, I don't know, I did some searching, and I looked high and low, 'cause I knew I had a couple figures that I had in my collection that were extremely cheap, and I just bought them because, you know what, maybe I'll give them as a Christmas gift or something like that. But I just never got around to it. And when I was just looking for that manga Batman book, remember we did that review on manga Batman? And there was that Secret History of Batman in Japan book. I did a hardcore search. I did find it. Gonna be reading that and enjoying that. But I also found these guys here. I found Ragnarok Thor. So this is as close to a classic Thor as that I could find. And I remember picking this up for $15 at a GameStop. They were clearing these guys out probably a couple years ago, and I'm like, damn, he looks awesome. The artwork on the side looks fantastic. It's totally sealed, so no issues there. And then the artwork is just, man, it captures Thor. It's beautiful. A little bit of a write up, what happened, how this guy came to be. And I know this isn't the real Thor. This is Ragnarok, a creation by Iron Man, kind of doing some cloning and all that kind of stuff. But that head sculpt is amazing. You do get the extra hand to replace that robotic hand. You get the battle damage, kind of like Terminator, Cyborg, Superman thing going on. The body buck looks impressive. You actually got the write up for Thor's oath. He was worthy and all that kind of good stuff on the hammer. I'm like, holy crap, that is some beautiful attention to detail. Plus, one thing that I like about these figures is they have the same kind of diaphragm articulation like the DC Multiverse has. I know back in the day I did have a few Marvel Legends that unfortunately the QCs was just so bad that just I didn't buy another Marvel Legend figure for probably like 10 or 15 years. They had that ab crunch right in here. And it's so loose sometimes, and it just wobbles back and forth, or just flip flops the figure, and that's garbage. And I wasn't able to figure a way to fix that, but hopefully some of the figures that articulation point is fixed and addressed. I've watched a lot of reviews of Marvel Legends, and I think they kind of have because you don't see many people complain about that at all. But I like this kind of diaphragm cut, and the figure's big, bulky. It could be fun to see this guy going against Superman. So we're really finally getting some epic battles. You know, we're doing the Marvel versus DC stuff. I'm excited to kind of dive into some Marvel Legend figures. We'll see what the future holds with Marvel Legends and what we're gonna get. And then I got this guy as well. He was in the collection. I remember buying this at a Comic Con here in town. It was $10. And I'm like, $10 for this figure. Okay. It doesn't have the build a piece part, which I'm fine because I didn't really want to try and get all the figures because there's a lot of figures I don't like. And I didn't really want to go through that pain of trying to find all these guys to get Hercules. Yeah, I'm like really excited. I wish I would have found this guy. That would have been awesome. He's a really interesting looking guy. Cap and Ronin. Oh man, that would have been cool too. Not too crazy about this guy. This guy, Citizen V, he's okay. But we got this Hercules figure, which, man, looks great. No build a piece. He just had a head, I guess, of Thanos, but he's. I remember playing around with him a little bit, looking at him, and then he just went back into the box. So we're gonna open up all these Marvel Legends. We're gonna do a review. We're gonna see this guy maybe against Thor, maybe against Superman. We're gonna have some fun with these guys and see how they fit with my Marvel or with my DC Multiverse figures, and then of course my He-Man guys too. So man, we just got a nice fun haul here of some stuff that hopefully it gives you a bit more insight and getting to know me a little better because I do want you guys to know me. I'm not the most open about a lot of my personal life. I keep that privately, but we'll kind of do a little bit more things. Eventually, we'll get around to hey, I have some other stuff I collect, which will surprise a lot of people, I think. But we'll do a separate video for that. But my passion for Masters of the Universe, DC Multiverse, of course, Lego. I'm starting to dig these Marvel Legends, and I'm kind of thinking, holy crap, what have I been missing? But I'm glad I got these ones. I got them at great prices, and it's kind of like the entryway into deep diving into Marvel Legends. Some great figures out there, some that I'm just not too much into. But I think we're gonna have a fun time doing some Marvel Legends collection. So we're gonna add those onto the channel. We're gonna be doing some Marvel Legends. Of course, the DC Multiverse is the mainstay on this channel. We'll be doing that mostly. But we're going to sneak in some Marvel Legends, some Masters, and some other fun stuff too. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying with me throughout this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my little haul here from America and some, hidden treasures I had. You never know what you got in your basement, man. check your basement out. You never know. You might find something really good. Hopefully you do. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification. So anytime I produce a video, it goes directly into your feed and it's there for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.